Okay. I guess we are live. For now. Sorry I wasn't on last week. I got a little busy last week doing other stuff. And I just had to, like I said, when you do another channel and multiple channels, you can get a little busy once in a while. And yes, we're going to talk about clickbait videos, live streams, and yes, I'm guilty of them too. Just to let you guys know that. All right, so I'll probably repeat it a couple more times here. We're waiting for some people to chime in, technically in a way. So I just want to make sure that we are live. I'll just go to my main channel and uh, click it in there. So, oh, we got one person watching. All right. Hey, it's all it takes. And that. So, uh, I might bring up another issue too because just prior to going live, there was a video I need to watch after this live stream, and this is one of those. Okay, if you're going to be out of a job and depend other stuff like donations and all that stuff, uh, you may want to hang on to this because I watched Brad Silverdog and he's been very critical on a lot of e-bakers and that. Hey, Arch, how you doing? And that. So I'm going to talk about when the donations dry up, what happens. Okay, like I said, but clickbait titles. Yes, I'm guilty of them too. I've done maybe one or two myself. A lot of people don't like clickbait titles. Some do. If you if you make a clickbait title, at least have something to go with, like something goes with it. Otherwise, it's not really a clickbait title. But yeah. Hi, Mark. How you doing? What else is? I'm just doing something here just to make sure. I guess we are live uh, because you guys are communicating with me, so I don't have to check. So we're good, and that. Uh, I know a lot of people is going to be watching us on replay, so let's just get rocking and rolling right here. And that clickbait titles are usually titles to get an arousement, to get people to click either the videos or the live streams. And sometimes, because it's a clickbait title, most of the time, I'll say 85 to 90% of the time, it has nothing to do what the title says. If you're like years ago, there used to be somebody. It was a political book out, uh, calling somebody a big fat idiot, and that book had nothing about that so-called big fat idiot, something like that. See what I'm saying? Because he wants book sales, and that's what he did. But it had nothing to do with what he said in the title in that book and that. So that's a early years of YouTube when you had to go buy a book and all that stuff. So it's and like I said, when you do a live stream and you want to try to title it the best you can, but don't make it look like it's a clickbait title. And I think I've seen one or two already. I may be guilty of one or two myself over on the main channel. So, but when I do it, I usually try to have substance to go with it. But sometimes that's not easy to do. So sometimes your best just go in and retitle it what actually was in that video or whatever you're talking about in that video anyway. But like I said, sometimes I do see a lot of clickbait videos. Sometimes you click on it, you watch it, and then when you get towards the end of the video, then you realize there was nothing in that video supports the title, something like that. Like I said, I'm guilty of it myself because YouTube creators they want those clicks and views, and that they'll do anything. Like I said, some won't admit it. I will admit it. I've just said it many times. Not just on this channel, but over on our main channel too. So, and that. So let's say if I do a live stream, I'm walking around, let's say Clinton, Iowa, but then they realize I forgot to change the title. I'm actually walking around in Chicago or some other like that. And that clickbait is huge nowadays with the with the that's the artificial intelligence app basically, and YouTube has a policy on it actually. If you are having a if you, any of your videos or titles is AI generated, you have to let your audience know, and that. So you basically have to let your audience know. But yeah, they have changed. YouTube has changed the policies earlier this year or late last year because of being. They want you to be transparent of what you're doing on your videos and that. So if I made myself a video jumping off a cliff and surviving without a scratch, that's an AI generated video. And I seen a few of them, not just here on YouTube. I also seen them on Facebook. I saw many ships crash into docks and like nothing happened and that. So honestly, whoever will be best policy. Yep. Honesty is always best policy and that. So, but yeah, you got to be when it comes to AI, you basically have to be transparent. With like clickbait videos and live streams, you have to eventually have to be transparent. Probably the best way is if a title doesn't work out, it's always best to go back and change it once in a while. But sometimes if you have a little substance to it, don't make much, just have a little substance to it, to that title, you're fine. And that, like I said, I'm guilty of a few clickbait titles myself, not just here, but over on the main channel and that. So basically, that's basically to sum it up. And some people will use clickbait titles just to get the clicks and views, the revenues, and all that stuff. And right now, there's no policy. There's really no true policy against it. If there is, YouTube is basically ignoring it in some form. Yeah, like I said, Mark, if we have, let's say, if we had an issue, I made a video just recently. I think I just put it up last night. I made like a frustration face in it, and I left it in. I didn't edit it out. I just left it in. For that reason only is because, like I said, you want to be transparent. And a lot of stuff just doesn't fly, even on a live stream. Sometimes you hear me talking to Angie with a whisper, and the microphone is still hot. Especially on live streams, I said, Angie, you can't be saying this, and Angie, you can't be saying that, and all that stuff. You've got to be more respectful to people. Just kind of remind her once in a while. Sometimes I do it in edited video too, where I go, just gonna go like this, and I just leave it in, and that. So it's just a reminder to even if I go, let's say if I have to go blow my nose, I'll just like I said, I will mute it right here. I'll just click on. I'll step aside of here in a second. Okay, I am back. Just short preview. Just kind of checking my little app. I've been doing this bolt traffic thing app for the main channel. Yep, that's right. So what I do is over on the main channel, I've been doing a couple barges, towboats, and all that stuff. I try to get the name of the boat. I already missed a couple today or this morning already. That's still docking Comanche. Wow, I didn't think. And I got another one coming down, but I'm not going to be able to go down to film that today. And hey, follow the rabbit. Yeah, clickbait titles can lead to like I said, a lot of views, and there's some people that does do clickbait titles, and we know a few of them. I have seen a few of them. I watch a few of them, and sometimes, like I said, about 80 to 90% of them has nothing to do with the title, and that. And that's why you call it clickbait, technically in a way. Uh, like most recently, like I said, in Vegas, I'll just tell you, I'm walking down Fremont, partying with here and that. And the main reason why I kept uh, certain things out of the title is because I wasn't sure it was going to happen or not. That's probably when I was on Fremont Street. Remember my little thing on Fremont Street, late night party and all that stuff on Fremont Street up till like 3 or 4 in the morning. And the reason I didn't add Club Clyde or added other YouTube channels, I thought talk about it in the other video, but I didn't. Never put it in the title because, like I said, you never know that you're gonna meet up with them or not. So it's like I said, when I did Papi Chulo, we know we was gonna meet up with him, especially on that one live stream because we were basically invited by Papi Chulo, and that's where we like to thank him and that. And I went ahead and made a video that was an edited video, and it was not clickbait because it actually happened and that. So it's not like I made a video partying with Papi Chulo and JoJo the Squirrel, and I don't have neither one of them on the video. That's clickbait and that. When you actually had one or both of them on your video somewhere in their video, it's not clickbait. A lot of people say, "Oh, Chuck, that's clickbait. That's clickbait. You didn't really meet those people, did you?" And I said, "Did you watch the whole video?" I go, "Oh, we were supposed to watch the whole video." Yeah, what time you left? I said, "Oh, I left about the 1 minute mark because it's boring. I should have went to the 1 minute 30 second mark. That's where you saw them, basically. But we got them in right away. But yeah, when I do, like I said, when I do a riverfront video, I just did like a couple of riverfront videos with barges and all that stuff. I will just show them, like I said, I'll show them on an app what I'm looking for, what it looks like, and we'll see actually it goes through and that. And sometimes the edit videos doesn't work out, so you have to retitle it in a way, or you have to make a whole new video and that. So yeah, as another YouTuber, you gotta know not if you're going to use clickbait titles, you got to have some kind of what they call something that can stick to it, technically in a way. But even towards the, like I said, most people they don't watch the entire video for some reason. I'm having camera problems again for some reason. It looks like it looks like it's blinking on my end. So it's the same problem on your guys' end. Leave me down below. Leave me a comment. I know our internet's been sketchy, and that this desk top camera I'm currently using right now is kind of a little outdated, but it still works in some form and that. So yeah, it's time to go e-bagging. All right. Right now, just now when I said in the title, like I said, clickbait and other issues. Right now, let's talk about another issue. And reason I made this title looks like a light. It looks like a light issue from the window, perhaps. Yeah, it could be because I'm kind of blocking, and sometimes the camera doesn't adjust. Sometimes the camera don't adjust correctly, so it maybe be just the brightness of the thing. Or I can just turn off the overhead light and see if that works too. But yeah. All right, let's talk about other issues. Just prior, reason I talk about other issues is uh, just prior going live, and that's why I gotta watch this video. There's a guy named a YouTube channel called Bad Silver Dog, and he is highly critical on e-beggars, people demands money, shaking people out of money, and all that stuff. I try to get him over to check out these other channels that does it over in Vegas and all that stuff. And Brad Silverdog has always been really, really good on. Right now, he finds his own form of e-beggars and gets on them right away, and uh, so uh, so technically, in a way, I forgot what this one guy's channel's name, but he was highly critical. He made a video talk about how he's going to go homeless because his supporters doesn't donate no more. Now remember is this, I have happened on our channel a couple times already where the donations dry up. This is why you have to have that's why many, even major YouTubers still hold a full-time job or even a part-time job or any kind of job because you're going to need that income to pay your bills because like I said, if you're going to be depending on donations, not just clickbaits and views and all that stuff just to get the clicks and views, but if your ad revenues is changes by the day, if you ever have a monetized channel, you're going to notice something in the revenues like in the hospital. It's called an EKG. How the thing just goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and it just keeps going up and down. Well, our what do you call our analytics here on YouTube? YouTube creators should basically have some form of knowledge of their analytics, and it's supposed to go up. It goes up and down. Sometimes it does not go up and stay up. It will come down a little bit. It will go up. It'll come down. It has something to do with all your views and clicks. It uh, also it monitors who watches your videos, where they watch your videos from. That's like another EKG. And then if you're like I said, if you're monetized, it will also go up and down. Like it just goes up and down. Sometimes it goes up. It's just steadies down a little bit or steadies slowly up and all that stuff. Uh, I bet you about almost 80 to 90% of all YouTubers don't even understand that. Uh, Kind of makes you wonder, do they really understand the revenue side when you earn your revenues here on YouTube and that? Uh, when you are one of those channels that solely donates on donations and because you don't have a job, you got to pay your bills somehow, you got to demand money, you got to create more channels, demand money, get them all monetized and all that stuff, and all of a sudden now you're butthurt because you didn't get a donation from this YouTube from this viewer or that viewer and that viewer and that. uh, I just got done with a series of live streams myself, and over on the main channel, it was probably not even one donation, and I'm not worried about it because you know why? I'm just trying to get my content out, trying to get my live stream out. I stopped using. I literally on main channel. I used to do goals. Uh, there were some goals I used to do, and once in a while, I think one of my goals got a little bit out of hand. I'll admit that it got a little bit out of hand. I think Mark, you might remember that our trip going out to Vegas, day one, part one of our live stream when we left Clinton, and I put up my coffee fund goals. Yeah, remember my coffee fund goals? That got a little out of hand, and that got so far out of hand. I said I can't do this no more. I didn't feel comfortable with it. That was the night I made almost before the copyright kicked in. I must have made after YouTube took their percentage out. I must have made over $60. Maybe yeah, pretty close to over $60 that night after YouTube took their 30%. Took their 30%. I made like over $60 in that, and I said I can't be doing this no more. And that before people call me out on it. And that so yeah, it was fun. It was funny. It was fun, and I tell you what, it did help out for a little bit because we had a little financial shortfall last month, but we should be okay now See, that's why I didn't do any goals over on the main channel, and that could also lead to abuse. And I didn't really see a whole lot of e-bakers even take an attempt at this. Set some goals, some small goals. Don't have to go greedy on it. Uh, what I mean by goals is if you're a live stream before you go live, uh, especially through Prism or you do a countdown to your live stream. I didn't set nothing up on this one because I don't like the format here on YouTube where I don't like the countdown, and sometimes if you miss your time to go live. Uh, I don't know. I haven't really tried it out yet. Still offering that gold feature. Yes, YouTube is still offering the gold feature, and also YouTube still does the where the creator gives out up to 10 memberships too, and all that stuff. And a lot of YouTube creators don't even use that feature because they said I don't blame them because they say it kind of hurt their revenues somewhat if they found out they gave away a lot of memberships, and all of a sudden they know that their money dries up really quick, and it does. It does dry up really quick, and basically what you don't do is you don't demand money out of YouTube videos, live streams, and all that stuff. So that is not it's never ever a good idea, and that. But unfortunately, like I said, there's people that is out of work. These are some of these YouTube creators that is out of work, don't have a job, they need to pay the bills, and they start demanding money. Please donate, please donate. If you don't donate, I'm going to lose my channel. Well, too bad. Yeah. So, and there's another thing is never, ever, ever throw your donors under the bus, because you know what those donors do? They'll throw you off the cliff. And that. See what I'm saying? And that. So basically, what it comes down to uh, is that if you are having financial troubles, and sometimes some people do, even when they hold a job, they'll have little financial issues once in a while. Losing your YouTube channel is nothing compared to losing your home or a job begging. Is never worth it. That's right. Especially when you're online, it just makes you look bad. If you're out there in the street and just hold a sign, I bet